I'm going to bring up James, and this is the first year that actually you guys have done the reception sponsorship. But I just want to say that Davie's been a long-term sponsor and supporter of our work at ARCTIC360, and one of the things that I've really appreciated, frankly, over the years, and it goes a little bit, reminds me of like with Sean with Agnico, is well, and I think because Paul just gets over enthusiastic about things, right? But so it's been so much more than just about like, we're going to sponsor Davie and we do our things and make ourselves look good or anything like that. There's been a lot of time and energy put into really trying to solve these issues and figure out how do we get private capital invested, what do we need to do, how do we bring everybody together, what role do we all seem to want to play. And I think that's why I've been really, like in terms of ARCTIC360, I think it's been a nice relationship and a strong one. And I think those are the kind of partnerships that we need to build together, because it does become more than just what the company is and the institution, but it's like, how do we bring all of our expertise and knowledge and enthusiasm together? And so on that end, I really want to say thank you. I do want to say one more thing. I want to say thank you for all the support all this time, and going forward, and if I do not stand to be incorrect, they're also going to be they're going to be our exclusive sponsors for our podcast series, our Breaking the Ice podcast. And so that will infuse a little bit of energy into us being able to do more than we do, which is usually a big chunk in the summer because we have monk school interns, but this will help, I think, help galvanize us to have now podcast discussions throughout the year. So I want to thank you for all your support.
Jessica.
Yep.
I'm going to steal this.
Yeah.
I think my work is done. Thank you. Good evening. My name is James Davies. I'm CEO of Davies Shipbuilding here in Canada and co-owner of the Transatlantic Group, which specializes in building ships for the Arctic. It's a great pleasure to welcome you and a privilege for Davie to sponsor tonight's reception. We are proud to have supported ARCTIC360 for a few years. And I'm very happy as well to sponsor the podcast because that's going to be great. I love the name. Each year it's really grown in its depth and its scale, and but no change in the aspiration to bring people together to raise difficult issues and get people to talk and share knowledge. What Jessica was talking about, and we like doing with her, is just, challenging it a bit, doing a bit more than just being, a name, a sponsorship. There's a lot of that. But Jessica really has provided a platform. ARCTIC360 has provided a platform to do that. So thank you very much. I want to thank you very much for that opportunity, Jessica. It's extraordinary, and it really is the right way to do these things. Congratulations. I'd like a round of applause for Jessica. The High North today is no longer a distant frontier. We're not imagining polar bears and thinking they're cute. It's strategic. It's a strategic theater, and increasingly the region where serious nations are making serious long-term commitments. Not about time, you might say. And at Davie, we approach this from a very practical place. We're humble builders of the most noble of ships, the icebreaker. Icebreakers are many things: floating sovereign capability. They're a tool to do a job for the Coast Guards, to fulfill complex missions, critical complex missions. They support science and act as really floating infrastructure in a way. And they connect and protect the northern communities. They carve a path where access is going to become increasingly essential. The Arctic demands collaboration between governments, between communities, industry, researchers, and of course, allies. Forums like ARCTIC360 are therefore essential because they turn dialogue into understanding, and understanding becomes decisive and coordinated action. Davie is here to contribute. If we do our job well, and we strive to do that, as humble builders of icebreakers, we'll help enable that stability, cooperation, and shared opportunities in the Arctic. Thank you for being here. Enjoy the evening, the drinks, and most importantly, enjoy the conversations. Thank you.